Welcome, everybody. We have our first match of the round of 8. Who's playing?
That's right. We are going to get another look here at Tim Wiseman. He was our 5th place qualifier, and he beat Sylvain Bercier in the first round to make it through to this round of 8. He's going to be taking on Tyler Tytgat, originally from Edmonton, now living in Calgary. I'm excited to take a look at what Tyler's going to do on the lanes. He's won the tournament twice before, and I know he's itching for that 3rd win.
Yeah, and Tyler is our reigning player of the year. So congrats to him. And Tim, obviously coming off a hot game against Sylvain, is looking to put his stamp on his home center and also coming home with the TPC win this year too. So
yeah, Sherwood Bowl has been great for Tim this year, so I'm anticipating this is going to be a really high-scoring match.
All right, here we go. Our first match of round of 8. We have our number 1 seed, Tyler Tytgat, taking on our number 5 seed, Tim Wiseman, who defeated Sylvain Bercier in the first round.
That's right. Tyler gets choice of who's going to play first, and he opts to get up on the lane. Likes to take things into his own hands early. Chop. We've seen lots of chops on lane 13.
Yeah, supposedly the better lane.
This is Tyler's 6th appearance at the Tour Finals. He's made it the last 6 years or like 5 years in a row plus this year.
Yeah. And I don't believe he participated in 2016, 2017. He was still pretty young.
Pretty young, yeah.
Every chance he's had it, he's been here. Obviously, 2-time previous champion as well.
That's right. In his first of 5 appearances, he won the first time in 2018, beating Dexter Wiseman in a 5-5 split, but had the edge on pinfall. He lost in the quarterfinals to Adam Weber in 2019. Lost to Greg DeGrazia in the final, so he had a 2nd place finish in 2020. Ended up winning against Mitch Davies in 2022, 6 frames to 4, and then lost in the quarterfinal to Derek Holm last year. Derek shot a 324 and won 8 frames against him.
Timmy looking for the spare here to carry this frame over.
Doesn't get the push on that.
So 1 frame off to Tyler.
Yeah. Tyler loves this event. He is the 8th all-time in Tour Finals average, which is saying a lot because he's played a lot of frames here. So his average is based on a lot more than some people's.
Yeah.
He's our all-time leader in Tour Finals matches. He's won 13 matches in his previous appearances. All-time leader in Tour Finals skins won. He's won 72.5 frames. And all-time leader in money won over $10,000.
Yeah, we're going to be going over quite a bit of Ty's stats here at this game. He's put together quite the career early here. Timmy getting on board here.
He throws the chop on lane 13.
Yeah. All right.
So Tim in his previous Tour Finals, 5 out of 10 on chop spares. So 50%.
Flip a coin.
Looking to get into the black side of that stat. And gets that. A strike here will give Tyler frame 2. Which he does.
2-0. And we're playing for $100 a frame this round, so that's already $200 towards Ty's prize pool.
So Tyler from Edmonton, Alberta, just recently moved to Calgary to go back to school, taking his education courses. So had to travel a little ways to get here. And another great strike.
Yeah, Tyler applying the pressure early, as he tends to do. He had a phenomenal season.
when we look at the points of WCB championship competitors, total points for the season, Tyler had 445, and the next highest was 291. He made the cut at all 5 events. He had a 3rd place finish at the Autumn Open this year, a 2nd place finish at Regina Classic, and then finished the season off with a 1st place finish at Heritage Traditional. But every single one of the 5 tournaments, he was in the top 10.
Yep. That's what you call a season you're looking for.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, unfortunately didn't get that push on that right corner, so he's fallen 3-0 early in this match. But as we know, Tim's a bit of
a grinder.
Grinder, yeah. He doesn't go away. So Tim will dig deep here. Don't you worry. I know that the match against Sly was a bit of a barn burner between the two of them as well. He came out on top, so he's going to be looking for whatever he can get off Tyler here early and then hopefully put the pressure on at the end.
If you missed our first episode with Tim, we kind of recapped his season, but he also had an incredible season with a 9th place finish in Regina, 17th finish in Heritage, and here at his home center in Sherwood Bowl, he ended up finishing 1st at TPC, and like we said, was able to cruise through the first round against Sylvain Bercier from Quebec, getting himself into this match with Tyler.
Tim's been a staple on tour his whole career too.
In Tim's appearances, he knows what it takes to run deep at this tournament. In 2017, he made it to the semifinals. 2022, he also made it to the semifinals. So he knows how to get through these rounds. And he just won frame 4.
He did. So $100 in his pocket.
Tyler with that head pin in 4. We know that if there is ever a time where Tyler's game kind of takes a little bit of a shake, it's when he starts punching. So he's going to be looking to make a little adjustment, not get into that run of head pins, but...
Yeah, he has the same play style as Parker, right? They're very, very methodical, straight up the middle, lots of roll. Obviously, Parker throws a little bit harder, but Ty has the amount of fingers he puts on the ball as indicated by his sprained finger.
That's a great ball.
Great shot.
Tyler came off an incredible youth career. Some might say one of the highest medaling careers in youth play. Youth Challenge 2016 and 2017, he was on the national team. YBC Singles 2011, 2014, 2015. YBC Team Championships 2009, 2016, 2017. But then was able to come into the adult world and continue it. He has a men's open gold from 2022, Heritage Traditional 2024, Regina Classic 2019, Tour Finals Champ 2018 and 2022. So never let up steam.
No, that's he's had a career already, and he's one of the youngest on tour still.
Just a baby.
Yep. So we got Ty up 4-1 here. Timmy getting with another chop. He's going to be battling in. Tim, people watching him on tour and stuff like that, he's always used the same bowling balls, the Olympics. His squeaky shoe.
The SST tanks.
Yeah, he's, you know where he's at always. He's put up some phenomenal stats of his own. He has a high game of 448, which is as close as it can get to the perfect.
Just thrown that 3 times.
Yeah, loves that.
Oh, no, just once, sorry.
Oh.
The 3s for the triple. 1,089 triple.
1,089 triple. 3,000 for a 10 game in an open qualifier, I'm sure. Yeah. Put some big stats here.
Oh, that's a great ball by Timmy. Right to the right pocket. That's his wheelhouse shot.
Yeah. 4th time Tim's been at this tour finals. He gets it. Can't give anything away. And he knows he's playing against Tyler. Tyler's not going to give him too much openings, right? So. There it is, head pin
Head
again.
pin in 6 for Tyler. So Tim's going to take another frame. Tyler's still up 4 frames to 2, but still 4 frames to play. Lots of game left.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great thing about the pins game. You can be struggling, but if you can find 6 great frames, or even 4 great frames, then you can dig out 2 of them.
That's right.
It can get you a win.
Pinfall here is still very close if it comes down to that 5-5 tie. Spare in 7 will basically tie it up in 6.
Yep. That's how she works. Great shot. Yeah, kind of what you expect on the scoreboard for Tyler, right? Strikes or head pins. He doesn't do too much else in that.
Another one who really doesn't miss the middle a lot. His hit percentage on the middle, 95% on the middle. Strike percentage, 53%.
Okay, so that's giving Ty the 5 frames. So it has to come down to pinfall. Tim has to put together the last 3 frames.
And throw some marks up there to get his score a little bit higher.
You can kind of look across like their tour final stats. Like Tim doesn't hit the middle quite as much. His strike percentage is a little bit lower. So it just goes to show how much he grinds, right? He never gives up.
Battles everything out.
Yeah.
All right. Going to regroup for those last 3 frames.
Not sure how much expectations Tim puts on himself, but I know he had a good day yesterday. He said he felt good. And obviously against his win against Sylvain in the round 1 here, he's got to be feeling good. He's got to be feeling like this has got to be one of your times, right?
For sure. Just a little bit off on that approach.
Yeah, he's just, something's not quite clicking for him. All right, make sure the spare here, right? You never know what happens in these last 3 frames, so every shot matters. And it's $100 on the line.
That's right.
There you
Great
go.
huff. This is the frame Tyler's going up on lane 14, where the last couple times he's been up there, it's just been a little bit too heavy, a little bit tight.
Yep. Yeah,
So the spare could be enough to get Tim out of this frame.
wonder if Ty's thinking just making a small adjustment on that lane. Just something to get him on the side of the middle. Nope.
And another punch on lane 14. So Tim's going to win frame 8. 5-3 now.
And now that spare's big, because now the count. See, that's what I mean. Tim doesn't go away, so you gotta make sure. You gotta make sure, right?
Yeah.
Don't give him too many opportunities.
He's just going to sit there and pounce when he can, right?
Yeah.
He does have that killer instinct to see those openings and be able to take advantage. And he has enough experience to be able to turn it on when he needs to.
Yeah, you don't become a 2-time WCBTour event champion without having that instinct, right? You have to pull out the wins. All the best do. And Ty's just thinking, like, just put him more on the side. Throwing great shot. Lane 13 is your good shot, so let's throw that one.
Right. And another head pin for Tyler. So any mark in frame 9 is going to give Tim another one and get it to 5-4. And with those head pins, pinfall is very, very close.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we were talking about earlier, that Tyler's game, when he does run into problems, it typically is those head pins.
Yep. Yeah, he's not going to miss the middle too often, so it's putting the strikes together, right? Minimizing the head pin damage.
Tyler's going to really take a look at frame 10. He's coming off a second place finish at Open Nationals.
Yep. Open
as the
singles.
single.
Yep.
In the final of that one, he also kind of ran into some head pin problems.
Lots of head pin problems, yeah. Put on an amazing qualifying effort. Destroyed the field.
Yeah. Oh, and Tim punches a head pin in 9. Cleans this up. He will go into frame 10 with the carryover.
But
and
down in pinfall.
But not down a lot in pinfall.
No. Well within reach.
187 to 200. Only 13 pins, and in the 10th frame, that's nothing.
That's within a ball. Right?
Got the first side. This is where Tim's game shines. He is such a good pinner and is able to get every stick out there so consistently.
Yeah, you want to stay within this ball, because if you can get 45 and 10, that forces Tyler to throw a double, right?
Yeah. Take him. Oh.
Okay. Still 45, still forces a double.
But Tyler won that frame,
forces.
so it's actually
fair.
over.
Sorry, yeah.
Tyler's now up 6 frames to 3.
Yep.
Tim
That's
looking to get
nice.
another $100 here in the 10th frame. Go home with another $400. And a chop. Before this event, Tim had been up to, or had won 2,300. He won another 300 in the first round. Another 300 here, so still $600 he's going home with. Potentially 700 if he wins frame 10.
Correct. Yep.
And definitely not the match that we're used to seeing from Tyler. I mean, his average at tour finals is
271.
271. So throwing a little baby 2 is not typical for him, but was able to squeak out the wins, and that's kind of the benefit of the skins format.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tim will be disappointed on that shot. Tough battle. Both these guys were.
And Tyler punches again. So Tim will win frame 10.
$400.
$400, yep.
But Ty will get through this one. Probably not the game he wants, so he'll have some practice time to figure out what the heck happened. And
Yeah, and he'll be going on to play the winner of Parker Anderson and Brandon Mansell.
let's be fair. Tyler's thanking his stars. He got out of this one.
100% he's thanking himself. Yeah. Only won in pinfall by 1 pin, but was able to get the 6-4 win in
That's right.
points.
All right.
Not the performance both our players wanted, for sure. 215 to 214, Ty squeaking out the pinfall, but winning 6-4, lots of head pins. Timmy, unfortunately, just not picking up those pins, but great job for Tim getting to the quarterfinals, and great job on Ty making it to the next round.
That's right. In our next match, we have our number 6 qualifier, Matt Harms, taking on our number 2 seed, Mark Miller.